Welcome to Reckless Paradise, everyone. I am your host, Marissa, and I'm here with my co host, Dystro. Say hi.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. Happy. What is it,
Thursday.
Thursday? I can hear myself still.
Uh, uh, let's just get through it.
Hello?
Hello.
There you are. Okay. I think your mic might not be working.
And it's like, you know what? It's like I am so sick and tired of like getting new damn mics.
Yeah, I don't know if it's your headphone jack or what, or your phone.
I don't know, but I'm just let's just get through it because like we've already dealt with this a
Oops.
lot right now.
Anyways, happy Thursday, everybody. I hope everybody is having a decent week thus far. Geez, it's already the ninth. Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
For real. So I hope everybody is enjoying the week so far. I've had a pretty okay week. We just got cable TV set up here a couple nights ago, so
Whoop, whoop.
I'm finally back in the loop. Anyways, I'm gonna turn that volume down just a hair if I can. There we go. So thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you enjoy. So as I mentioned previously, we had just wrapped up our Van Halen pilgrimage at the end of October. So now has come the time to discuss everything. And tonight we're starting with our top 10 Van Halen songs. But this is a bit of a different episode because if you guys may recall, last year we did this episode already prior to doing the pilgrimage. So Daisha did the honors for us and went back and rewatched that video and wrote down our choices from last year. And we're going to compare them to our choices from this year.
Yeah, it's just like I think both our lists are probably going to be different for this year compared to last year's.
Yeah, I could kind of sense that.
So you have a tingling sensation.
Yeah. Anywho, so title of this episode: Top 10 Van Halen songs revisited 2023. Now, when we did this last year, it was like right around August, I believe. We did a whole bunch of pre-recorded stuff because I went to Canada last year, and that was some of the stuff we did. We did some of the Van Halen stuff. Obviously, like I said, pre-pilgrimage, so we literally had no knowledge of any of the albums. But now we do. We've done every single album from start to finish, studio album, I should say. Um, so let's get into this. So I have honorable mentions. I have three. What about you?
I didn't have any honorable mentions at all.
Now, did any of us have any last year?
I don't think we did.
If
Um,
you didn't get those, that's fine.
yeah,
Um,
I don't think I don't think we did at all. I don't think so.
okay. So I guess
Again,
I guess
it's like,
yeah. Oh, what
uh,
were you gonna say?
it was like I was gonna say like again like I don't remember recalling any of us having honorable mentions last year, but I mean I could be wrong. Somebody will let me know in the comments.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do mine real quick. I'm just gonna talk about them very briefly. Spoiler alert: they're actually all Sammy songs. Surprisingly, I put Summer Nights from 5150. I put Can't Stop Loving You from Balance and Don't Tell Me What Love Can Do from Balance. All three of those are Sammy songs, and if I remember correctly, two out of those three were on my top 10 last year.
Which were they again?
Can't Stop Loving You and Don't Tell Me What Love Can Do.
Yes,
Wow.
I think so. Yes.
And now they're honorable mentions. Wow, that's a big change.
Yeah, for real.
Now, with the two songs from Balance, we hated that album. I'm gonna be honest. Neither of us really liked that album. That was our first album we started with. Terrible, terrible album. But those two songs, there's another one. But those two songs were really, really good. So I had to put them in the honorable mentions. I feel like it wouldn't have been fair because I've always liked those songs, but even before the pilgrimage. But like now that we've done the pilgrimage, there's a lot of better songs that I feel like deserve more recognition. And then Summer Nights, of course, I also do prior to the pilgrimage. So that's another one that I really, really liked, but couldn't find room on the top 10 list for it.
Right, which is reasonable.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Time to go into the top 10. Number 10. Who wants to go first?
I'll actually go first this one.
Okay.
I put "Why Can't This Be Love" from 5150 in my 10.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a
Hmm.
good one. So you did a Sammy song. I too did a Sammy song. I put Sucker in a three piece from OU 812.
Okay. Which I mean, to be fair, that album was kind of like in the middle.
I actually kind of like that album. I'll be honest with you. I actually kind of like that album.
Like for me, it was okay. I I probably need to like re-listen to it again.
Like I did.
Yes, like you did. Um, I mean, and plus they're both Sammy songs, so it's like that's pretty good for last year, I should say. From last year, I should say. My 10 from last year was "You Really Got Me,"
Oh, okay.
and your number 10 last year was "Running with the Devil."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. We didn't know anything.
No, it's like so we kind of like we just did like based off of like hits and stuff.
Yeah, at
Like
that point.
like the first album probably like 1984. That's probably what we were basing everything off of.
Yeah, pretty much. That and maybe Van Halen 1.
Yeah. So,
So, what did you have to say about Why Can't This Be Love?
I mean, it's a classic, man. It's a "Why Can't This Be Love?" And plus like, Sammy with his charisma, I guess.
Not as good as David though.
Well, no. David's more
David's got
energetic.
the show
The
guy kind
showman,
of. Yeah.
the showman side. Uh,
Now, spoiler alert, that song didn't make my top 10. I'm going to tell you why. Extremely overplayed in my household.
it's funny because like I barely hear it sometimes.
Yeah, Sean plays it, and then I've heard Sirius XM play it a lot. It's like, I can't do it anymore. It's too much. So, moving on. Sucker and a three piece for me, that's like my favorite track from, actually, no, excuse me, it's my second favorite track from OU812. I have one that's slightly higher. Um, when I first heard this song with you, I was like, "Whoa, Sammy, slow down! Like, hold on a minute." He's just, I love his vocals, I really do, but it's the guitar for me. Like, it sounds different on the Sammy Hagar era. It sounds a little different. Like in some songs, it sounds great. In some songs, it just does not sound.
Tone down.
Yeah, it sounds a little toned down. But for this song, it works. To be honest, I will take it. This song works perfectly.
Fair, fair. It's like I think with Eddie in the David Lee Roth era, it's like he was just like let free reign to like whatever the fuck he wants to do. I
Yeah.
think. Okay.
All right, on to number 9. I'm gonna go first. You might be a little bit surprised with this one. I went for a song from their last album, A Different Kind of Truth. I went with Tattoo.
Ooh, okay. That's way up high on my list.
Oh, you put it on your list?
Yes, I put it on my list.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I put it way up high on my list, but we'll get to that when we get to it. I put Pound Cake for this one
Wow. Damn, that's cool.
from the
The Fuck
Fuck
album.
album.
Yeah, the Fuck album. Also,
Okay.
for those of you nerds out there, for unlawful carnal knowledge. So, what did we do last year?
So you did Panama last year.
Okay.
That's, I mean, that's kind of reasonable. And I did Ice Cream Man last year.
Ah. That's low.
I mean, I think it was just because like it was based off of replay value for me, I guess. Um, but I kind of remember you saying like Panama's like kind of like a little bit overplayed for you, and
It
that's why you put it
is.
so low.
It still is.
But yeah, Ice Cream Man, it's like I didn't get to hear it a lot, but it's like I hear it like sometimes at work, I hear it sometimes on the radio. But
Yeah.
it's not overplayed a lot, so
So why did you put pound cake on your list?
it's like I think the whole album in general, it was kind of like a rated R kind of album in a sense of like, it's called Fuck. And there's Spank, Pound Cake, oh god, there's like kind of lots of innuendo songs in that, and it's kind of like it's title, like not title track, but it's like the opening track and stuff, and it's like you knew from like the first song, it's like you know what you were in for with Sammy at the helm and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not a terrible song. I just don't hear it a lot, and it's probably good for the better. But yeah.
So for me, I put Tattoo at number 9, just because there's like quite a few more songs that are a little bit better than it. But I really, really enjoyed A Different Kind of Truth. I really, really did, and I feel like I had to put a song somewhere on this list from that album because I feel like I wouldn't be doing that album any justice. That album is heavily slept on for starters, considering it's not on Spotify, which is shitty. I love that album. I really wish it was on Spotify. Um, and second of all, people like the trash on it for some reason. I don't know if it's just because of David or because Michael Anthony's not there and it's Wolfgang instead. I really don't know why people like the trash on it. I love that album. I love Tattoo. It was like the song that really opened up my eyes for me when we heard the album. Like, ooh, we're in for a treat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah. All right, number 8. So for me, I went with When It's Love from OU812.
Hmm. Okay. I went.
Uh oh. Um, Dystro?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, you like literally went silent for a good 5 seconds.
Oh, it's because like sometimes like if I'm off of the thing for too long, it's like it goes silent.
Oh, it locks.
Uh, yeah. I went with like the only good track from Van Halen 3, which
So
is
you went with Without You?
yeah, I went without you. Yeah.
Wow. I'm actually kind of surprised you put a song on there.
I mean, that's why I said it's the only good track from Van Halen 3. That's being generous.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. It's the only good track, and I've listened to it quite a few times since we did that album. Um, Anything else you got to say about that one?
Nope.
So for me, When It's Love, that is my favorite track from OU812. I've always liked that song, even before The Pilgrimage. I've heard it on the radio several times. I've seen the music video on MTV. It's just overall a really beautiful song. It's kind of different from what we're used to with Van Halen, though, because like with Van Halen, we're not used to like really mellow songs. Like this is like one of their first mellow songs that I can think of.
Yeah. It's, I think for that time period, it's like with Sammy, it's like he's more how should I put it? He's more he's he's charismatic in his own way, but he can play like the love songs when he wants to play them, sort of thing. If you get
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay. So
So what did
last
we
year,
do last year?
you did Dancing in the Street last year,
Oh wow.
and so okay, for some of these I had to like abbreviate it. So I put DITS, and then I put because it was like Dancing in the Street, and I was like,
Mystery.
I was like dits, dits. And I put Running with the Devil last year.
Oh wow. Okay. So like it seems like there's a pattern here. A lot of Eddie, not Eddie, excuse me, a lot of David songs.
I think it's like majority of it from both of our lists is like David songs, but then you have like maybe a few of them from last year. There were Sammy songs, like three maybe.
Yeah.
But
Jeez.
yeah, I'll still have to start.
Moving on, number 7. By the way, do you have your mic pulled down all the way on your headset?
Yes, just slowly adjusts it. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so number 7, I'm gonna go first, I guess. I put Best of Both Worlds here from 5150.
I put Unchained here.
Oh wow, okay. I actually kind of forgot about that one.
Puts that as honorable mention.
So
I mean,
with I mean like come on, with Unchained, like I hear it on the radio, but like I don't hear it enough.
that's me. Like I don't hear it a lot either.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, Fair Warning was a really good album too.
it was. It really was, and I was actually kind of worried about that album just because I haven't heard much from people about it, and it turned out to be really, really good.
Hmm. Oh
So,
boy.
with Best of Both Worlds, I've always liked this track as well from 5150 Before the Pilgrimage. It's actually my favorite track from 5150, though. It's very close with kind of like Summer Nights for me. And
Mm.
now Good Enough is another good one, too, which I'd never heard before until we did the album. We actually wrapped up our pilgrimage with 5150, so we ended on a good note. But I love Best of Both Worlds. I feel like it belonged here, as it should.
Hmm.
So, what did we do last year?
You had Best of Both Worlds at number one last year.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you had Best of Both Worlds at number one last year.
Wow. Hey, at least it's still on the list.
But for seven last year, I should say. Um, I had Eruption last year,
Okay.
and crap, it's I put FWYS. I can't remember what it could be.
FWYS.
Yeah, that's why I said I put abbreviations.
I'm trying to think. No, I can't think. God damn it. FWYS. I don't know any Van Halen songs that start with an F.
Continue on. I'll try to look for it.
Oh, I know what it is. It's Finish What You Started
Yeah, that's what it is.
from OU812. Wow, okay. I'm actually mad at myself right now. I didn't put it on my list. That song's really cool. It's like more of like a really like cool, like chill, like vibe.
Groovy.
Groovy, yeah. It's really cool. I love the music video too. Alright, number 6. What did you put?
I put Jump.
Oh, damn.
The reason why is because it gets overplayed a little
Overplayed.
bit here.
I didn't even put it on my list. That's how overplayed
Hmm.
it gets here.
Yep.
For me, I went with a Van Halen 2 song titled Bottoms Up.
I was gonna put that one on my list, but then
Baby. Bottoms up.
I was like, I gotta put Jump on there or somewhere because it's like it's still a classic, but it's like it's just like it's like kind of getting close to like the overplayedness
Yeah,
levels.
it's already on that phase over here, so.
Yeah, for real. Okay,
But
so
I love Bottoms Up. I could, like, actually, that's probably one of my most played Van Halen songs so far, to be honest, next to my number one, which is crazy. So, like, in retrospect, it should be at number two, but it's not. I love Bottoms Up. It's probably, I'd have to say, it's probably, well, according to my list, it's like my second favorite from Van Halen 2. I do have another Van Halen 2 track on this list, but, yeah, what did we do last year?
so for last year, you had Jump in number 6.
Oh my god.
And then I had Ain't Talking About Love last year for number 6.
Oh, okay. I
Ain't
see
talking
you.
about love.
Okay, top five.
It's just a little sidebar. All my songs last year, they were all David songs.
I can, yeah, I kind of figured, like, you've always been the David Lee Roth person. I kind of am now, too, to be honest, now that we've done all of the albums.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, number five, okay, so I kind of counted this one as two because it's kind of an interlude into each other, if you think about it. I went with Intruder interluding into Oh Pretty Woman from Diver Down.
Yeah, I would count that. I'll count that. I did Dreams.
Oh, from 5150.
Yeah.
So with Intruder, like you can't have Oh Pretty Woman without Intruder, just like how you can't have Intruder without Oh Pretty Woman. So that's why I kind of had to put them together. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like it would just kind of sound weird if you just did Intruder without playing Oh Pretty Woman right after.
Right.
It'd just
Right.
be a little
Right.
weird. So I had to put that there. It's actually probably one of my favorite transitions from a Van Halen album ever. I thought it was pretty cool. I've always liked their cover of "Oh Pretty Woman," even when I was a kid. But I really took a liking to it after we did the pilgrimage, especially after we did Diver Down. One of my favorite albums of all time, right there. Um, but yeah, so what do you have to say about Dreams?
It's like Dreams for me. It's like yeah, it's a Sammy song and stuff, but I had heard it way before Pilgrimage. Like this was like when I was younger. Um, like I was watching the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, and it was on during the ending credits, and I was like, man, I was like, what is this song? And I was like I didn't know who Van Halen was at the time. Like I was just like, I was just like a wee lad, I was just like, Power Rangers, like let's go, and stuff. And then it was like during like fireworks and stuff, and you hear, hi yeah, I was like, okay. So then it said, Dreams by Van Halen. I was like, oh, okay. And then when we heard it again during 5150, I was like, and that's why I had told you, I was like, yeah, like I remember the song from like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, and you're like, what? But it's kind of bittersweet that it's like I heard it through the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, and I heard it again like years later.
Yeah, that
It's
is bittersweet.
kind of like a full circle moment sort of thing there.
Yeah,
But actually, like that's why I had put it in my top five because it was like Dreams and then Why Can't This Be Love. It's like that's the only two like 5150 songs that will probably be like in top tens for me personally.
yeah.
Um, but like Dreams had like more like sentimental value sort of thing. Okay, so last year I had Jamie's crying. Yeah, hey, you're making the list this year. And yours was kind of ironic. Yours is why can't this be love from last year?
Oh, okay. The thing is, I've heard that song so much since then. It's like I can't bear to hear it anymore.
getting overplayed for you.
Yeah. All right,
Which I
moving
mean,
on. Oh my god, my leg. Okay. What the hell was that? I swear I just heard my cat bark. She's confusing. All right. So, number 4, what did you put?
You're gonna hate me for this. I put Happy Trails.
Damn it, I forgot to put it on my list. I think
Oh,
I think you'll be proud of me for this one. My number 4 comes from the debut album Van Halen 1 and it's titled Ice Cream Man.
hey. All right.
Yes. All right, Happy Trails. What do you have to say about that one?
Boom ba dee da boom
Boom,
ba
body,
dee da
boom,
dee da
boom.
boom ba dee da. I mean, it's like
It's funny.
it's funny, yes. It's kind of like I wonder. That's like like how like some like acts now like they'll like do like a little happy like a little like funny track at the end like Blink does and stuff.
Yes.
And it's like I wonder if they had gotten inspiration from that, maybe. I don't know. It's a little curious thing. Um, but like Happy Trails and stuff. It's actually it's 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 funny and
It took us by surprise when we first heard it. We're like, what the fuck is this?
yeah. Um, damn it. But yeah, I had to put it in my top five. I was like, if I didn't put it in my top five, I was just like, man, I'm gonna be like, I was just gonna be like not super bummed, but I was just gonna be like, man, I should have put it in my top five or something. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about Happy Trails.
I'm happy you put it on your list. For me, I just had too many other songs to choose from. It was either gonna be like Tattoo or Happy Trails. I'm like, I gotta put Tattoo on there. Like that was just that was my choice to be honest. That was my number 9. It was either gonna be Happy Trails or Tattoo. I'm like, yeah, it's gotta be Tattoo. Like I gotta give a different kind of truth, some sort of recognition tonight.
Mhm.
So number 4 for me was Ice Cream Man. I'm really glad I put it where I did because this is my favorite song from Van Halen 1. It's just one of those goofy little David Lee Roth songs. I'm your ice cream man. Stop me when I'm
Man,
passing
passing
by.
by, what a
It's like a
guy.
it's like a good song to hear in the summertime, and it just has that groovy classic Van Halen vibe to it. I just love it.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Okay. Well, for last year, for number four, whoosh, um, I did "I Am the One." I'm the one you love.
Isn't that
From
Van Halen 1 or
yeah,
2? Or it's
That's from
1.
Halo.
Okay.
That's one. And you did "Hot for Teacher" last year.
Oh wow.
I got it bad, got it bad, got it bad. I'm
I
hot for teacher.
teacher.
Oh boy, gotta stretch out my legs.
So our top 3. Hmm.
Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
I think I'm gonna go first. So my number 3 comes from Van Halen 2, and it's titled "You're No Good."
I did Sinner Swing.
Oh, a freaking classic. Well, not really a classic, but to us a classic. Um, what do you have to say about that one from Fair Warning?
I mean, it was very catchy. It was very catchy. Like,
Get out and push.
ah, it. Whenever we heard the get out and push, it just reminds me of Coach Frank like yeah.
Skate 3. Oh Lord,
I could just
God.
see him. I could just see him now, like get out and push. The whole album was like a nonstop bop from like top to bottom, I should say.
I agree with that, to be honest. Um, Obviously, we'll talk about the albums next week because that's when we're doing them. But
Hmm.
yeah, You're No Good. That's the opening track for Van Halen too. I've always liked that one since we first heard it. Um, and the thing is, like before we heard it together, I hadn't heard it in a very, very long time. We're talking since I was a kid. So it felt good to hear it again, and it's been one of my most replayed songs ever since. Just overall a bop.
Yeah. Okay. For number 3 last year, I did Hot for Teacher.
Oh, okay.
It's like you had number 4 last year, I had number 3 last year, so it was kind
That's
of the same
good.
ballpark. Same ballpark. Okay. Again, I put abbreviations on this. It was CSLY. I can't. It's like it's can't stop loving you.
Yes, from Balance.
I was like,
That's
see,
crazy.
that's why I put abbreviations and stuff, and I was like, it's gonna bite me in the ass. I know that.
That's crazy because this year it's my honorable mention. That's crazy.
went from number went from number 3 to honorable mentions. Wow.
Yeah, it's just because now I don't listen to it as much, but it's always been one of my favorites, and it's a really bittersweet song. So it's like I had to give it something. Um,
hmm
but anyways, moving on. Number two, I'm gonna let you go first.
This is where I put tattoo here.
Wow, that is high. That is good.
That's why I said like it's very high on my list.
So my number two is "Where Have All the Good Times Gone" from Diver Down.
Okay.
Won't you tell me where have all the good
Good
times
times
gone?
gone.
I've always liked that song too since I was a kid. So
Uh,
like it was one of the only Diver Down songs I knew before we started the album, which I really like that album. I think that track is like one of the best openers of all time. Um, doo doo
mhm.
doo doo, that fucking riff goes hard.
Right.
So what do you have to say about Tattoo? I'm actually really, really surprised but happy.
I thought you were gonna be like, I'm shocked it was put up high, but I'm happy. um, a different kind of truth, like kind of like blew my expectations a little bit because we, it's like we didn't, we had to go to YouTube for this,
Yeah, the
and
full album.
it wasn't on Spotify at all because I happened to like look it up and all stuff, and it was just like it got taken down like what like October. It was like
No, it was
or
taken down a while ago.
it was
It
like
was because they went
sometime.
under a different recording studio, like recording company or whatever,
Yeah,
like the producing company. Um, but
but
that sucks.
yeah. So I mean, at least we got to listen to it, and we were just like, you know what, like this is pretty damn good, like because we didn't because I had looked at certifications and stuff too, and it's like it wasn't popping up like anything like spectacular or anything,
Yeah,
but that's why I always say like go in with an open mind.
and we did, and it sounded really good. I'd say another good track that I'm gonna have to say for my honorable mentions. What is it called? Bullet Head?
Bullhead.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah, if I had I'll make that one of my honorable mentions as well.
Bullet
Since
Head.
yeah, because it's like I was gonna put Bullethead, but then I was like, Happy Trails just beat it out for me, I guess.
So what
But
did we do last year?
so last year, you did Dreams last year.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, why can't this be Love Dreams and then the year number one for last year? It was like the same songs, or no, four. I'm sorry, there was four same songs last year,
Damn, I was fucking coattailing Sammy, I guess.
and then I did Jump last year.
Okay, I mean, come on.
Come on.
Alright, a moment of truth. Our number one. Who's going first?
I'll go first. I'll bite the bullet. Um, No, it's good. Um, I did Hot for Teacher this year.
Wow. Okay. So you went back to the drawing board with this one.
So the reason why it's because like I said, like I did this morning. I didn't put like hardly almost any thought into all of these and stuff. I just did it based on what I enjoyed from each album. And like Dreams and Why Can't This Be Love, like that's had to be on the list. Pound Cake was on the list. Without You, the only redeemable Van Halen 3 song of all
The
time,
Redeemer.
the Redeemer. Unchained and Cinder Swing, they had to be on there. Happy Trails, funny as hell. And then Tattoo and all that stuff, and then Jumpin' Hot for Teacher. It's like those were like the two songs. Well, I'm saying besides Panama, and those two were like the ones that like stood out to me the most besides Panama. Because Panama's
Yeah.
like it's like very very well known, but it's like Jump and Hot for Teacher. It's like those like they kind of like they go head to head for me sometimes. But it's like Hot for Teacher just inched it out before Jump did.
Yeah.
So that's why I had put number one.
Hey, I mean that's fine. So for my number one, I went with Fair Warning song "Sinner's Swing."
Ah, okay. So I had
I
number three.
fucking love that song. Uh, when we first heard it, I'm like, yeah, this one's going to be a challenger for sure for number one. It was really close between this and Where Have All the Good Times Gone, to be honest with you. It was a very, very close race for those two songs. But Sinner Swing kind of took it over because it's just a song that I've never heard before until we did the pilgrimage. And like once I heard it, I'm like, yeah, this is it. This is my song. Get out and push.
Right. Okay.
And as you said, my number one last year was Best of Both Worlds.
Yes, your
What
number
was
one was
yours?
mine was Panama.
Oh wow.
Very ironic.
It is very ironic. Okay, we made it. We made it to our top 10 Van Halen songs, of course, revisited from this year. We hope you enjoy. What'd you guys think? Where would you guys put these songs? What are your top 10 favorite Van Halen songs of all time? Let us know on social media or down in the comments. So, this Sunday, we have Shoot the Shit once again.
It's like, well, there's a certain topic that we're probably gonna be talking about that we just talked about,
A
last
couple
night.
nights ago, yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
that'll be mentioned, plus a lot of other things that have happened in the last month. Can't wait to talk to you guys about it. It's gonna be episode 13. Wow.
damn, that's crazy.
I know. So y'all may not want to miss Shoot the Shit this weekend. It's gonna be a good one. Daishu has tonight's song of the night. So what do you got for us?
So I am going to go with. Shoot, I'm gonna go with Tattoo for this one.
Hell yes. Let's
Okay.
go.
I had to think about it for a second. I was like, okay, should I do Bullethead? Should I do Tattoo? I was like, well, every song on that album is pretty damn good.
I love that
But
song.
I was like, might as well just go with Bullethead. Bullet or Tattoo. I'm sorry.
That too. So there is a music video for this one. It's not on the Van Halen page, but someone did upload it, thankfully. So I will put that at the top right hand corner at the very end of this episode. Tattoo by Van Halen. Go take a listen to it. Very, very good song. It's from their very last album Van Halen ever released together as a group. This was back in 2012. So this was 11 years ago? Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
So go check that out. If you guys stuck around to the very end, we greatly appreciate your support. Be sure to go on ahead and follow us on social media by clicking on that link in the description below, which will take you to Linktree. We have Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, and Twitter. So be sure to go ahead and follow us there to keep up to date with the show, as well as that YouTube community. tab on our channel. You just go to our channel, click on the community tab, and all of our updates will be posted there as well. So go check that out. And Dystro's gaming YouTube channel as well. He posts weekly gaming content. I'm in there too sometimes. Um, what are you at right now?
I'm at 1,043.
43.
43.
So we're trying to get you to 1100 by the beginning of December, I believe. So we could try to get you there.
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit, but
So
in
if
due
I were
time.
y'all, go subscribe to him, go share his stuff around, go show him some love. Once again, take a listen to tonight's song of the night, Tattoo by Van Halen, and that's it. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you guys this Sunday. Peace.
Peace.